LIHTC is the credit when you, let's say, build an apartment building, and you build with certain criteria that are in compliance with what the city requires, such as you're going to build 30 units, you may put 3 units for low-income housing, and you will have to offer that for like 30 years. They will give you some tax credits on your build out. So the question is, yes, we're doing developments from the ground up in Florida. Will the same formulas apply? Yes, same formulas apply. Meaning, if you learn how I do it, how we get the land, the entitlement process, and then how we actually work with the general contractor, the subcontractors, the stages of buildings. I am doing the training, and there are like 10 stages that we go through. It's like a checklist. Boom, we finish this, then we finish that. The inspector comes in, approves this, then we go to the next one. It's going to be the same whether you're building a single tenant building, whether you're building an apartment building or a house. Once you know how to build one, you can build whatever you want. Actually, most developers started by building a home and then maybe a storage facility, and next thing they build hotels, etc., etc. It's the same process. And once they know it once, you know it forever. You just repeat the process from city to city. So also, do you guide regarding LIHTC, which is the credit that you would get in a city? And the best way to do it is there are attorneys firms that will help you do the process. So let's say you're going to build with the low income housing tax credit program. Okay, that the LIHTC is the low income housing tax program, whereby you're going to say, I'm going to retain a bunch of units for low income housing. So you're helping the communities. There will be more and more of these tax programs because the rentals have gone way out of hand. I mean, this is people buy an apartment building, increase the rent, and flip it to another person who buys the apartment building, increase the rent, and the rent has been going up for years, and now there is a major disaster in the country. It's just people can't make it anymore. It's very, very hard. And then interest went up, so neither the syndicators that have the apartment buildings are able to work the numbers they promised, nor the renters are able to pay. It's just a big stress. So this building with a low income housing tax credit that program is great. I suggest for you to ask the city about it. You can Google certain attorneys in that city, so you can put LIHTC attorneys, and you're going to see some attorneys work nationwide. This is not cheap because they're going to guide you through the process, but they will guide you through the process. For example, for a tax credit in Puerto Rico for a hotel, we're just doing a hotel with actually one of my students. We set him up with a fund less than a year ago, Eduardo Joy, and Eduardo did his first deal, made some good money, and then he came to me, he said, can I do a deal with you in Old San Juan? I have this property. So I worked very nice terms with him, and there are tax credits to build a hotel there. They need hotel rooms to grow, and it's 40% tax credit on the purchase price, on the rehab cost, they audit that, this is federal government money, and the first year of operation. So he's buying the property, it's a small property, he's buying it for $2 million, he's gonna rehab it for $1.5 million, and say and another $500,000 first year of marketing and labor and all this is gonna go crazy first year because there is a lot of tax credit. So on a $4 million invested, he's gonna get $1.6 million back. 4 million, 1.6 million back, so it's like 2.4 million. But when he's done, the property is worth 5 million. He's gonna make 100% double the valuation. Great for his real estate fund. We set him up with the fund. To do the tax credit program, he has to go to an attorney who specializes in the tourism tax credit to fill out the application with him and tell him this is how we present it. They want to see how many employees you're gonna have. They're gonna want to see the numbers. They're gonna see this. In an apartment building, they're gonna want to see, okay, so how many units you're gonna have, the requirement to hold so many units. We're gonna have to have you not ask for rent higher than this, but there is an inflation criteria. And if you want to, when we do the training for residential, you can come train for that. If you want to, tell me the city that you're in, and I can tell you the best attorneys that we can find for you because we know how to research them because I have in-house attorneys that can do some background check.